What's going on YouTube? It's Wayne's Fish World. Finally doing some work to my 1,500 gallon koi pond. It's a mess because I have neglected it all spring and summer, believe it or not. The last thing I ever did to this pond was actually, besides feeding it, was just put a Yamabuki Ogon in there, and you can see the water level is severely low, so filling it up. And all these water hyacinths I'm still cleaning up. You can see the pile, I'm just cleaning up because we're gonna get mulch around here. You can see I sprayed it with Ortho Weed Killer. Took about a week to take effect, but after that it really worked, and I'm cleaning the weeds out around the roses. Gonna give my roses some Bayer Systematic 3 Care systematic treatment, which is fertilizer, insecticide, and disease control. So that'll take care of the roses, and I'm gonna do it early in the spring so they don't get messed up by the bugs and stuff, and black spot, rust, all those diseases. So clean the pond up on my day off, and God, it's such a nice day out here. But I wanted to talk about this. Plants growing out of the water. This is Corkscrew Rush. This is also a terrestrial plant. You can find it at like Lowe's, Home Depot, local nurseries and stuff. But you guys should be able to recognize this plant right here. This is wisteria, and I was cleaning the, oh, some fish right there. Hungry as hell, I need to feed them. But I found this plant just floating over here in the corner over here, right there. And over, I don't know if I pointed to it, right over there. And I found it floating, and I looked in there, I was like, is that a weed? And I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's wisteria. So I pulled it ashore, and I don't know where the hell it starts or where it ends, or if it's intertwined with the Corkscrew Rush, and that's what it looks like because I don't even see the root system on it. Oh, I see. Oh my God, look at the roots on the corkscrew. And you can see they're nibbled like that because I don't feed my fish often, especially in the summer. But I'm gonna start feeding them like crazy now that winter's coming. They need to get fat on them. But all those roots have been eaten by the koi, so one day I forget to feed them, you know, they're gonna start eating the roots of the plants and stuff, and they're gonna eat the bugs that go in there. But the reason wisteria is growing so good is because it's coming out of the water, and it'll do this in the wild. It'll do this in other people's tanks too if you let it float and the fish don't eat it. You hear that bullfrog? Anyways, check this out too. See if I can do it. Ah, come on, boys. Oh, and I'm not hurting my fish by touching them. Calm down, guys. The fish wouldn't come to me if they were scared of me. There's one of the kois. My babies. Come on, boys. This is one of my first generation spawns. This is my favorite in here. Oh shit. Check them out. There she is. Come on, girl. This is one of my favorites in here. That's the big mama out of all the shabumpkins. There's a Thoracic Comet. Regular comets. The koi, believe it or not, I've got about 9 koi in here, and some of them are big, probably like 2 foot long. And believe it or not, out of all the years I've had them, I can't hand tame them. Even the new kois that I've spawned, they won't come to me. But the Thoracic Comets and shabumpkins, they'll come. I don't understand that. Usually it's the koi will come right up to you once they get used to you, but don't know what's going on with them. But anyways, back to the wisteria. When it grows out of the water, it's getting more CO2 and it's getting more light, and it just allows the plant to just go crazy with growth. Now, there's probably some little bits of wisteria like right here. You can see that right here. It's just growing in the water, and it's not really, you know, growing nuts because the fish will eat it. And they're not going to eat it right now, but you know, they'll eat that and they'll nibble at it. So the time it grows, it's going to get eaten. But this one right here, this is pretty cool, guys. It's just, you know, the fish really can't get to it because the Corkscrew Rush is protecting it, and the wisteria is just going nuts. And this Corkscrew Rush actually goes on the shelf right here. But you can see on these plants right here in the shelves, they're just dying because the water level dropped. I really neglected this pond. Now, it looks like shit, I'm not gonna lie. But I guarantee you, if you take a test kit, I will have 0 nitrates, I'll have 0 phosphates, 0 everything, because there's a gravel slash sand bed on the bottom which take care of the biological part, and there are just so many plants. Now these water lilies over here, they don't look that big, but I want to go show you how big these things are. And I've trimmed these things back, I don't even know how many times this year, but they're just coming out of the water, and it's freaking crazy. Now the ones on the bottom are bigger, and I mean these lily pads are just freaking huge. Early in the spring, before they got crowded like this, when they first came across, you know, when they first started shooting up like over there, and you can see that one's not even getting that big because it was smothered by water hyacinths. You can see the fish schooling over there. That's pretty cool. That's one thing people don't realize about goldfish and koi and carp and stuff. They're a school. They like to have friends, guys. They like to school. They're a schooling fish. Simple as that. But what was I saying? Before that Psarasis comet's got some good fins on that one. I don't know if you can see them, but before these lilies got overcrowded, these lily pads were probably 15 inches across, and I'm not even exaggerating. They were freaking huge. But since they grew, more came up, they had to fight for light, they all had to shoot up and come out of the water like that wisteria kind of did. So just a little shout out on the pond. You can see the roses and stuff. They really got beat up by the Japanese beetles, or aka June bugs. This knockout rose right here is probably what was it, a year and a half years old. It's coming out pretty good. Got a lot of things going on. You can see all this dead grass around here. I'm gonna put some mulch around here, and I'm thinking about placing a retaining wall. I think I'm gonna put some more roses back here, like in a circle or half circle around here. Then maybe put an Alberta spruce or a Leland cypress, something with a shallow root system, because I don't want something, you know, going nuts across the line or the pond and then puncturing it. Got a little Japanese maple on the other side. I don't know if you can see it right there, but I was gonna put that here, but I was scared about the root system. Getting the pond cleaned up, guys. Now it's fall, I got some time on my hands, gonna get back to work. I'll see you guys later. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know if you got a pond. Later.